Hello everybody, my name is Connor and I am here with Buggy versus Iceburg. We started with Buggy versus Iceburg and we'll end with a little bit of Buggy versus Iceburg just to, bring the Buggy matches full circle, I guess. So, turn 1, I'm going to go ahead and drop Mr. 3 looking for a Cross Guild or Baroque Works, and that is kind of rough, but we do see the Croc, which is probably one of the best things in the deck, I think. It's just so easy to cheat out some bodies and such, but yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to try a different Buggy list next time I play him. We've got some Shanks games coming up, and I'm probably going to build something really off-meta and fun, but my opponent goes ahead, drops the Tile Stone and passes turn, and 3 Dawn, no peel-off, but stage, getting that cycle is pretty good, and I think we just go ahead and swing at 7. Just to put some pressure on him, and he ends up taking, which is great. Very cool. My hand is not feeling great. It's not looking great. Definitely a little concerned. I feel like Gravity Blade is going to be really good in this matchup, and I unfortunately don't have anything to play off of the Croc potentially next turn, seeing as I'm at 3 Dawn and I can start leader abilitying instantly. We are going to take a hit and get the peel off. We never miss, dude. We are just absolutely goated. I'm also going to move my camera stand, noticing it was a little crooked there. My bad. This was the first tournament I think I recorded with the new stand, so still getting used to it. We draw into another Croc, so we have Crocs on deck, guys. If we could ever see something to play off a Croc, that would be great. I think my favorite thing to play off a Croc is the Bones, but I'm only running 3 right now. Definitely thinking about upping it to 4. I know I am watching a creator play some Buggy games. His name is OPTCG. I'll put a picture. Really good player, and I've been really enjoying his Buggy games. So I'm going to try his list next, probably, I think. Because it looks pretty good. I'm going to have to make a couple tweaks because I don't have all the cards. But anyways, putting some cards to the bottom, we do end up drawing into Bones, which is great. We're going to go ahead and poke 5, getting a counter out of his hand, and we're going to ditch the stage, or... Oh, yeah, we are going to ditch stage, but that stage has the 2nd anniversary stamp. You know, I got to flex on the homies. And we are going to play Croc into Bones to draw and discarding the Alvida and passing turn, so... Yeah, not too shabby. Thankfully, we were able to draw in the Bones, just get more cycle. I think that's honestly one of the most fun parts about this deck is just how much cycle it has, how much you can just dig through your deck to see what you want to get, basically. In this matchup, I think I just need bodies on board. But I'm feeling pretty good about the board state we have. These are big bodies. But he is going to swing the Tile Stone into lead, and I'm going to go ahead and take, I think, in my experience playing Buggy, the more cards I have in my hand, the better. So if I can keep a large hand size, I feel better about the game, as well as I don't mind playing around 2 to 3 to 2 life, really. Potentially even 2 to 1 life on Buggy, just because I feel like blue runs a lot of counters, and I want to be able to get what I need out of my deck. So my opponent actually goes ahead and drops, I think that is that Sangoro? I know he has a Straw Hat. Yeah, that is Sangoro. He has a Straw Hat. He's been testing a Straw Hat Iceburg build, just for fun, trying to see. I know he really likes playing Iceburg, or at least last I checked he did. Maybe he hates it now. But yeah, I'm just gonna Gravity Blade. Both the Black Maria and the Zoro are the Sanji. I don't want him to get the draw continually off of the Sanji, and I don't want him to be able to Black Maria. I want him to, if he minuses his Dawn, he is going to have to stay with it minus. So we are going to go ahead and swing 6 into Tile Stone, getting a Sanji for the counter. I think we're going to go ahead and pop 7 into Tile Stone, see if we can just get either more cards out of hand or bodies off board. If we can just have more bodies on board, we are sitting it pretty. So he goes ahead to counter out, grabbing the wrong card, giving me Black Maria. and I just poked 5 into life, and he ends up taking. So I think we're sitting at a pretty good spot. The gravity blade was very good, just kind of clearing the bodies he did have on board. I feel like I have enough counter in my hand to keep the bodies I have on board alive, especially because, Iceburg is one of the first, if I'm not mistaken, leaders that can't attack. So he's got 1 swing, and I think I can do my best to keep my bodies alive or keep myself alive, but he's going to go ahead and swing 6, and I give him the 2k, not really having a lot of 1ks at this point, and he's going to go ahead and Luffy Taro into the San Goro. I almost said, I don't know what it is about Zoro Juro and San Goro where I just have to get them confused all the time. It's driving me crazy, so I'm sure it's driving you guys crazy too. But we are going to go ahead and get our Dawn for turn. I'm thinking here is a good opportunity to peel off. As I said, I just want as many cards in my hand as possible. And one thing I did learn relatively recently by watching some other creators play the Buggy games is that you can leader ability twice per turn, which is kind of crazy. That would really change how I play a lot of the deck. So I think we're going to have to revisit Buggy. As I mentioned, next couple of games, we're going to be on the Shanks. But we're going to go ahead and swing 6 into Tilestone, just trying to get more cards out of hand or, a body off a board. And we do get that body off a board. And we are going to go, I'm thinking about poking 5. No, I go ahead, swing 7, at lead. We get a life there, a 5 at lead. And we end up getting that hit. So he's already down to 1 life, and we are going to just hard play the Mihawk passing turn. Oh, did I forget? No, I go ahead and trash 1. I'm pretty sure I remember to trash 1. What am I going to trash? I end up trashing a Crocodile. I think that's okay. I think we're in a pretty good position to take it next game or next turn. So I don't really need the flooding that Croc has. Thankfully, I do have another Croc. I could play out another Croc just to, and the Bones just to get more cards and more cycle going. But depending on what happens this turn for my opponent, I think we're sitting pretty good, honestly. And just look how many counters I have in my hand. I love mono blue. I know that my channel grew a lot when I was playing purple, yellow, Crocodile, but it also grew a lot, I think, at the beginning of 07 when I was on Boa for months. I love Boa, and I just love mono blue decks. I think blue is, as a former Nami player, blue is one of my favorite colors in this game. Blue, purple, yellow. I just love this game, okay? I'll be honest. But he is going to swing the San Goro into the Mr. Bones, drawing a card, which that's just... San Goro is so good. You can't tell me he's not. I'm going to go ahead and give him the 2k emoji there, and yeah, I think that's worth. Another Luffy Taro into the blocker. Onami, he's running the purple straw hat package, which is honestly pretty painful here. And if he swings Taro, I think I really gotta, at this point, well, I think I'm sitting okay, but I would really like to see a trigger out of life to clear that blocker. But he's going to tap Iceburg for leader ability, minusing a Dawn to play out the Poly, which is honestly, I really like Poly. He's going to pop the Mr. 1, or Mr. 3, how dare he. And then he's going to swing the Luffy Taro into Bones. He really hates Das Bones there, which it's not even the alt art, so I don't know why. I think I'm going to go ahead and block and counter. I think that's a pretty good choice there. It is his last attack this turn, and I'd like to keep all the bodies I can on the board, and I think that just works better. So we do draw into another stage, which honestly, I don't mind seeing extra stages. It is an easy option to pitch when you're, what is it? Ooh, I just woke up not that long ago. It's an easy option to pitch for leader ability. So we go ahead and draw off the peel off, and we're going to go ahead and Gravity Blade. I think that's a pretty solid choice to Gravity Blade the smaller bodies off the board. This gives us Dawn to potentially go for game, and this gives us Dawn, I mean, it gives them less bodies to swing at us with. So the question is if we go for game or not. So we're gonna go ahead and swing 6. He only has about 4 cards in hand. So swinging 6 gets the leader ability, or the 0 cost event out of hand, getting a 1k there. We're gonna swing 7, and unless he gets something big, we're gonna go for game here and swing 7 with Mihawk. He ends up being able to counter out, and that's definitely really scary. Thankfully, he only has, 1 card in hand, a couple bodies, and we have a decent amount of counter. But yeah, it is definitely really scary to go for lethal and not get it. Because I think if we hadn't Gravity Bladed the previous turn and gotten rid of some of those bodies, he would definitely be in a really solid spot to win game. Thankfully, we still have 3 lives, so even if all 3 of these hit, unless he plays a rush character, we are gonna be okay. So he's gonna swing into Mihawk, killing Mihawk, which is honestly just really toxic of him, and then killing Croc. And my friends know that you're not actually allowed to kill my Croc, so that's honestly, once again, really toxic. And so his options are, he ends up just swinging to clear board, swinging pretty big with Luffy Taro into Bones. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I'll counter, keep him up. That's the last swing. That's my last body. And this just doubly secures the win if I just split Dawn for the Bones and Buggy. So we're going to go ahead, go 7. Lead, just to make sure there's no shenanigans. And yeah, he's got the galley law stage, so we do end up taking it. I think we did get pretty lucky. We saw Gravity Blade when we had Gravity Blade when we really needed it most. And yeah, I think the Luffy Taro, the purple Luffy package, it's just so crazy good. And yeah, I mean, I feel like it's less good in not purple Luffy, but I definitely like the idea. And there I am fucking up my cards, dude. There I catch it, don't worry. I definitely like the idea of trying that out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I gotta fix my deck here. I'm gonna go ahead. Next video is gonna be Shanks. Yeah, that is gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, hit that like button down below. Helps me out more than you can ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.